Girl, where y'all been at? Latocha dropped the receipts that we all been asking for. And girl, when I tell you I couldn't get home from work fast enough, I was literally speeding, child. Oh, girl, we gotta jost this right quick because there's a lot going on and there's a lot that needs to be discussed. Is y'all ready to jost? Let's get into it.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beef for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll, and we back with a quick little jokes. But listen, this one is a deep one. Listen, by the time I finished watching this video from Tamika and I heard all these receipts, I went to windmilling on nobody, girl. That's how mad I was. Listen, that girl ain't lying. I don't think nobody thought she was lying. I think everybody believed her story from the get-go. Well, number one, because it seemed plausible. And then number two, their reaction to it just made it all the more worse. Listen, girl. Listen, Leonard. Listen, Leonard. And listen, Leonard. Listen. That girl said what she said, and she was telling the truth. But dropping them receipts, because, I made a video saying at this point, we just need the receipts. Because, these girls are going on a doggone media tour. Miss Tasha, that is, going on a media tour, acting like you just lost your mind or you crazy. And you know how she is. She even lied on Candy. I'm waiting on my apology like Candy. And blah, 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 and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Well, girl, Miss Tasha said, not only do I not want an apology from you after I drop these receipts, as you should. I ain't gonna lie, they was still gonna have to apologize to me, but that's just me. But she was like, not only do I not want your apology, I want you to stand in it. And you supposed to be a gospel artist? Girl, listen, that's what I told y'all about them people in the church. Y'all think because it's gospel, it ain't that bad. No, girl, it's just as bad. And for the life of me, I don't understand how Tasha didn't think that this would go the way it went. But now that I'm saying it out loud, I believe she didn't think it would go the way it's going because she betted on the fact that her sister has never crossed her and never would. I think that's what this is all about. She never thought her sister would cross her or at least stand up for herself. And that's exactly what Miss Tamika did. And Tamika, I applaud you. Us in the collective of the audience already believed you. None of us believed you were lying. We all believed every word you said because the conviction in your voice and the guilt on Mama G and Tasha and Rocky's face gave it all away. Now let's get into it. So girl, I'm minding my business, you know what I'm saying, looking at dumb stuff on YouTube. And all of a sudden, then my suggestion was Tamika Scott. And I saw receipts. All I saw was Tamika Scott and receipts. And I was damn near broke my doggone nails trying to click on this doggone thumbnail, girl. So I clicked on the doggone video and she started off very calmly. Tamika, you were very poised. I didn't like the angle, but you were very poised. But Tamika started off very poised and said, now look, girl, you around here going on this media tour to smear my name and act like it's something wrong with me. But no, Fat, I'm pulling up the receipts. So the first thing she did was expose a text message. Now this text message was something that was exposed, and I'm going to put this up on the screen. Now this is the text message that she received anonymously from some number she don't know, but it gives Rocky Bivens all over it. Edward Bivens, that's what we found out through this email, but or through this live, girl, or this video. So it gives Rocky all over it. The text reads, Tamika, I have a question for you. Which allegation is worse to the media? What? Which allegation is worse to the media? You. Okay, I hate when people can't write. Accusing your sister of stealing $30K or you texting and sending naked pictures to your sister's husband. We just got our hands on pictures and messages, so we gonna do you a favor and let you apologize to your sister and your mom like you did Candy, who set you up in the first place. They said on the first place. Also, we have a video of you having sex with someone in 2016, and you can thank the person that's suing you for that. If you don't, we'll send all the info to the media and your Kevin Costner husband. If you think it's a joke, don't apologize. You'll be defending yourself to your daughter, your husband, and the world. But you're not going to have to face humility. What? You're not going to have to face shame by yourself. There's a video of Todd stuck in TSP. Girl, look, let me tell y'all something. First of all, do y'all remember when Rocky went on Tasha K? Remember when he was just like, when she was asking him pertinent questions, telling him about the digital tracking and all that, how the digital world is, and kind of cornering him, and he started deflecting. The first thing he deflected on was, oh, did you hear about the new rumors? He made mention that some of the new rumors were Ty sucking TSP and her sending him pictures. And I don't know if he mentioned the tape, but he did mention the pictures in the doggone the TSP. Dummy Lamont, Rocky, Dummy Lamont. You know how Fred Sanford called him, you big dummy, told that to Lamont. We gonna call Rocky Dummy Lamont. Dummy Lamont, do you realize you went on Tasha K and said that was gonna come out, and then you turned around and text that to the girl, allegedly. Then a text happened to appear to this girl repeating the very same thing you already told to Tasha K, Dummy Lamont. Somebody get Dummy Lamont to the front of the congregation, because I need to pluck him upside his forehead. It's not making no sense, and it's really upset me and my homegirls. You are so stupid. You are only smart to people who are stupid. I hate people like that. People who've gotten by in life being so-called smart that they think they just got everything under control and everybody gonna believe they BS, and they're not even smart enough to keep up the BS. Dummy Lamont, come to the front of the congregation. We need to have a word with you. You are the biggest idiot and the biggest loser of 2023. Nah, it gets even more deeper because she got other receipts. Let's get into this video of her talking to Miss Diane. That's Tiny's mama. Her name is Tamika as well. But let's get into this video of her talking to Miss Diane and let Miss Diane lay out the land of the law, or the law of the land, and say what the hell was going on. Peep this, and I'm coming right back for my commentary.
Tamika, I did Latocha, everybody. And Tamika told me when we filled out the paperwork, she was living in New York then. And I still have the paperwork. And I filled it out, and I've put it, her address was all in New York and everything. Tamika, my Tamika had gotten her checks, and it was a pretty big check then. I'm thinking it was like close to $20,000 the first time. They got a lot of checks though. And Tamika said, I didn't get my checks. And I said, well, you should have. I said, because Tamika's gotten several checks already. And so we called up to Sound Exchange. Me and Tamika was on the line. And we talked to, this guy's name was Joe Mo Grady. I think he's passed away, but back then he was the person we talked to. And he talked to Tamika, and she asked him questions about her checks. And he told her that her checks were going to Hampton, Georgia. And so after that, she said, well, I live in New York. How did this happen? And he sent her copies of the checks. I mean, so he sent copies. He said something about your sister and Rocky. Edward Bivens, because I really didn't know Rocky's name. Right, he said Edward Bivens cashed your checks. But how was I supposed to get my money back? The only way you could get your money back is you had to prosecute them. And you said, I don't want to do that. Once we did do the investigation, well, they sent information. Someone sent in, which was my sister, and I will be showing that in a second. She changed the contract and put her name on the contract, saying that she was my manager. And you're going to see that in a second. And then they put they sent my passport. It was a lot of stuff. I know he said, that they had proof. They thought it was you and everything. But there's only reason that you couldn't get your money back is you would have to prosecute them. No one has a reason to lie. And you're going to see with the receipts. And if it wasn't for Miss Diane, none of us, me, Candy, my sister, Tiny, nobody would have gotten these checks from Sound Exchange. If it wasn't for you finding out about that royalty. Well, see, my husband with the TAMs, I signed them up, and that's how I found out about it. And our business managers in New York told me about it. So that's kind of how I knew about Sound Exchange. Thank you for doing that, because we're still getting checks today. That's good. Get them checks. Yes, love you. Thank you. I love Tasha still. I mean, I love her. I mean, and I would never lie on none of y'all. I love y'all. I know.
So now, if you could listen to that video, if you've listened to that video, that little short clip, we get to hear Miss Diane's side of what actually happened as far as how they went about with the checks and all of that. And we all know Miss Diane ain't got no reason to lie. She been dealing with the TAMs. That's Tiny's daddy's group. He died a while back. But she's been dealing with his group for years and had got them their royalty checks and was getting escaped theirs. So she kind of helped Tamika through the process. So she knows exactly what's going on. Now, it's one thing to call Tamika a lie, but Tasha, you better not call Miss Diane a lie. I'm sorry, because Miss Diane ain't got a dog in the race. You feel me? So, yeah. You did whatever they said you did it, Tamika. I mean, Tasha. You and Rocky, aka Eddie, Edward Bivens, y'all did that. Whatever they said y'all did it. I don't care, debate them on. Say what I say. Listen, these people don't make this type of stuff up. You don't pull this type of story out of your butt. This should be on Lifetime. This type of story right here, this sounds like a Lifetime movie. Like, and then at the end, somebody has to get unalived. That's what kind of stuff this sounds like. Girl, this is Fed time. You need to be over there in the feds. Tamika, I know you ain't want to press no charges because you ain't want to see your sister locked up. But after the way she drugged me, girl, suing you would be wishing I just sued you because you got to know you're going up there to the jailhouse. Say what I said. I'm sorry. Girl, please. You got to go down there by the white people. Hell no. Hell no. I want my money back with interest and all my taxes I paid. And you gotta go, you and your husband gotta go do time. Don't drop the soap, girl. But again, I'm working on me. But I don't feel like that's something I need to work on. No. That's something that needs to be discussed and need to be talked about. And it needs to be happening, Tamika, because it is painfully obvious that your sister don't really care about you. She might love you because y'all are sisters, but she really does not care about you, nor your family, or anything. Now, I get it. The text messages are not coming from him, and you know what I mean? They're all alleged because we don't know who they come from. But all I'm going to say is it sounds like a duck, walk like a duck, quack like a duck. What the hell is it? Duck, duck, goose. That's all I'm saying. Listen, Tamika, pursue at the very least civil actions. At the very least, you need to pursue civil actions because this is not okay, nor should this be okay for them to get by with. Like you said, they want to do this solo career with this gospel thing. Oh, and that's another thing. We finds out the doggone gospel career that the contract she signed for was supposed to be something that they were doing together that they promised their granddaddy. Girl, Tasha, there's a special place in Hades for you. I'm sorry. Tasha even goes on to provide the actual back of the check that was signed by these people, these scammers. You know, scammers are the lowest of the laws. Criminals, girl. But she provides, the back of the doggone check showing that these people basically stole her identity and endorsed those checks to them. Now, listen. Again, this is all allegedly because this is what Tasha's saying and this is her receipts. But I'm inclined to believe she ain't told a lie. Say what I said. Listen. Girl, I don't know. Like, I would never be able to get over this level of betrayal from my sister. I get it. They had their whole group thing and everybody had access to everybody's information. Nobody thought nobody would steal anybody's identities and do nothing as crazy as this. But as we can see, you trust nobody with your personal information. Not your mama, not your sister, nobody, because you never know what people do in hard times. Because remember, Tasha mama was like, or Tamika and Mama G was like, well, you don't know what she was going through. Because see, people try to rationalize the BS by saying, well, this is why or that's why. No, you're wrong. So I'm saying that to say, like, she need to be in Leavenworth. She need to be up, not Leavenworth. That's the military police. Jail. I'm sorry. She need to be down there in the feds. Period, poo. Period, poo. Especially after you done went on this doggone media train telling everybody I'm crazy and I'm making this stuff up and you stole my money from me. After I windmill on you, you got to go down there to the white man in the black robe. Say what I said. I don't care what nobody else say. Say what I said. You got to go talk to the white man in the black robe. Listen, Tamika, I don't like to use this term in this situation, but you better than me. And for black people, when they say you better than me, that means you stupid. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying you better than me. Girl, if that would have been my sister and her husband, got to know they going down there with the shackles on my feet so I can dance. Hell yes. And they ain't talking about praising. Girl, look. My sister and her husband would have went down there to the courthouse. Said what I said. And that's before I even went civil. They'd have went down there to the criminal courthouse. But, like I said, he's still working on me. The Lord's still working on me. Tamika, I'm going to need you to get it together, girl. I'm going to need you to pull up your self by the bootstraps and make this happen. Make them pay for what they did. So Natasha then lets us know that this so-called sex tape that she was threatened with, that was something that she left at her sister's house in her safe that only her and her husband had the key to, and then all of a sudden it randomly comes up stolen. Y'all all know how stolen tapes like that comes out or turns out. Look at Kim K and all the others like her. Listen, it is a lot of strange things going on because there's no way, number one, my husband would have any access to anything with my sister doing anything lewd or lascivious, period. And the fact that he's running around saying somebody sent him nude photos and that went unchecked, it's a whole lot going on. Girl, Rocky, you so stupid. You talked about what you was going to do and then you did it. And in your mind and in your stupid little brain, you really feel like, allegedly, that it's working. But it backfires, Rocky. It's backfiring. And Tasha, you are not to be walked off or like you didn't have anything to do with it or you're just this victim. No. At the end of the day, you're a 50-year-old woman. You need to take responsibility for this as well. Listen, I am still like in so much shock and awe behind all that's going on. I really don't know what to do with myself. There's no way, again, my husband would have any access to anything like that from my sister, let alone be talking about using it, against her. Are you dumb, girl? I don't know, y'all. My head hurt with all of this. And I don't think Tamika needs to drop any more receipts after this. This is all the receipts. Hell, she said this is only scratching the surface and it was more than $30,000. She was being generous by saying $30,000. Listen. Girl, you better than me. And I don't mean to call you stupid, but you better than me, girl. They would have been down there locked up. They won't let me out. No. Say what I said. I don't care what nobody say. More included. If you had something to do with it, mama, you got to go sit down. Look, I'm going to put some money on your books. Maybe get you some noodles and some Z-Packs or something like that. But you got to go lay down with my sister and her husband. That's just my opinion, but I don't know. And then Tasha, this is no shade, not Tasha, Tamika, this is no shade, but why would you make a tape and give it to your sister? Listen, I come from a big family. I got siblings, sisters, and brothers. But I ain't gonna lie, I can't see me doing no taping and giving it to my sister, telling her, put this in your safe. Girl, please. I would rather store it in my memory than to give it to anybody. I don't know. It's a little shady. It's a little weird. It's a little shady, especially knowing that she got a husband. She definitely wouldn't have a copy of my tape doing something crazy like that. I'm just saying, that's just me, but I'm not trying to, go after Tamika, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to go after her. She has every right to do what she wants. She was violated and that's just the end of the story. But girl, the regular people got questions. Why would you give your sister that tape? I guess she had a safe, girl. You could have went bought you one from Walmart, girl. For $49.99 and held your own tape. Why would you leave it? I don't know. Maybe you had a man and you didn't want him to know what the hell was going on. And who's this Kevin Costner? Is this a white man? Somebody let me know because I'm confused at this point. So Natasha K done went live because, this was a lot. This was a heavy media day for us escaping SWV fans. But Tasha K went live and basically she had some input on the situation. She said she's always one step ahead of Mr. Edward Bivens because we seen that on the check. But she said that some girl hit her up, a so-called YouTuber, hit her up and said that he had doggone paid for her to stay in an apartment or whatever, or signed the lease for her for a whole year and paid for it or whatever. And she had the receipts. Now, it was very tricky and crazy because the girl only provided the bottom half of the lease. She wouldn't provide anything else. So Tasha was like, I don't know if I'm going to run with that. However, the girl wants her to compare signatures. Now, in an age of digital media that we live in, we all know things can be doggone like photoshopped and put into place where it shouldn't be. However, we are talking about Eddie Edwards, Rocky Bivens. Whatever they said he did it. Tasha, listen, she says she got other receipts on Tasha K Live. I'm not subscribed. If you are, please drop down in the comments and tell me what the hell going on. She says she putting the receipts up in there. But listen, y'all, something has to be done about this Latasha Scott thing. And I feel like Tasha K, along with Tamika's receipts, should be career suicide for Miss Latasha. I don't know anybody who should want to work with her after this. The integrity has completely been blown out of the window. Tasha, I need you to get on it. You messy and you a little skeptical with your receipts too. People be skeptical about your receipts. That's the whole Cardi B thing. But I'm going to need you to do your due diligence and make this one actually count because this is big. This is big, fat. This is huge. Girl, I need to know what y'all think because I don't know what the hell going on. I need to know what y'all think. How do y'all think this should go forward? Should Tamika pursue civil charges? Should Tamika pursue criminal charges if possible? Or should Tamika just, walk away? She done put her receipts down. She's vindicated, move on, and let it be what it is. I'm one person who don't believe that, back in the day, your mom used to be like, my business is in my business, keep my business in my house. I understand that to an extent, but when mama is stealing from the children or when sister is stealing from sister, we need to put them out in public and shame them. And you know what's worse, y'all? I'm almost positive, and I don't know these people, but I'm almost positive Tasha ain't gonna leave her man. I don't know what they got on each other. I don't know what they got going on where they just stuck like glue. I don't know if it's a mental, emotional hold. I don't know if it's a physical hold. I don't know what it is. But she not leaving her man. She gonna stick beside him. And that's what's so toxic and scary about this whole thing. Regardless to everything that's coming out, even the other women that Tasha K said she got, even knowing that it's been put on Front Street that her husband, even if she had no idea it was going on, her husband had done stole her sister's money. She's not leaving her husband. It's really scary, y'all. I don't know what to do at this point. Girl, look, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. This was a lot going on, girl. It was a lot. It was a lot. And I know I probably missed some things, but y'all gonna keep me up to date in the comments. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on TikTok as usual. I'm trying to put some stuff up on TikTok because I had caught this like literally 30, 45 minutes after it dropped. So y'all do all that. Hit me up and I will see you hoes later. Please be safe out here in these streets and watch your social security number. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.